some stories which I have written in different times, and this is one story which is very close to my heart and I have written 8 years ago, and it's called My Best Friend. So I'll start narrating the story. Hope you all like the story, and if you really like the story, please let me know. I'll be very happy to hear from you. The story starts with the character called as Priya. She is a very contemporary girl with a traditional touch. Now here I mean contemporary girl with a traditional touch is like any of us, any women who loves to adopt the tradition and at the same time the present generation she is open to everything, and at the same time she has belief in all the traditional values which we get it from our parents and grandparents. So she is the girl of any girl of today. She's all of 27 years old, and she's been working in an IT company from past 5 years. So Priya is today going to meet her best friend Veena. It's her birthday. It's 8 o'clock in the morning, but she has to reach to her office. She has to take an hour to travel from her place to office, so she starts the day at 8 o'clock. So she's packing her lunchbox, keeping her laptop, keeping her things, everything ready, and she's very particular about time. Meanwhile, her mom says that, you always go in a hurry and you don't eat breakfast at all. Like any other mom, Priya's mom is also worried about her because she always keeps having breakfast. So anyways, so Priya's mom tells her to, have the breakfast and leave. So Priya grabs in the breakfast. She just takes the roti, put the curry, and then roll it and has it. And while she is leaving, she tells her mom, Amma, I'll come little late. Don't worry, I'm going to Veena's birthday. I told you, right? It'll take 1 o'clock in the night. Mom looks very worried and says, listen, tomorrow you have to go to office. It's just Wednesday, and staying up so late, it's not good. And also coming up late to home is also not good. You can't come like that. It's too late. Priya tells her, look mom, I'm not going alone. I'm taking Ravi with me. So mom looks at her and says, okay, then that's fine, but ensure that you come at least before 1 o'clock and try to come fast. Priya says yes, she'll do it, and she leaves to work. So when she comes down to the corridor, she is in a hurry, holding her bag, holding her laptop bag, lunch box. Girls carry many things to work. So she's holding all these things and she's rushing to the car in the pavement. Suddenly she's stopped by Ravi. Now Ravi is her best friend from childhood. He's been a neighbor, he's been her friend, and of course he is not working in any IT company because he doesn't believe in working somewhere. He's running his own company where he does the wedding. He's having an event management company where they do for weddings. So he's so in love with this work that he is not ready to go for any fancy jobs. And he stops her and says, listen, why are you rushing so soon? It's just 8 o'clock. And Priya says that, listen, I have to take an hour to work and I have to go early from office today. No, you are also coming, right? We have to go to Veena's birthday. Ravi says, listen, I can't come for her birthday. You don't compel me just because you have to escape from auntie. You can't force me to come to the birthdays which I really don't like. Ravi is really upset and he doesn't like to come to this parties which with whatever Priya calls. Priya says, see, please, if you don't come, my mother will not allow me to come, go for these parties, and no, Veena will be upset and all that. Ravi looks at her in a very serious mode and says, listen, Veena is your friend. She's not my friend, and she's your colleague. She's no way connected to me, and why are you forcing me to come? Priya says, please, Ravi, please, you have to understand you're my best friend. She does this emotional blackmail to him, and he is so convinced with whatever he says. And she says, see, listen, from childhood, I've done so many things for you. I helped you in this, that, you come home late, I helped you with the aunt, I helped you in this, that, and so much an emotional blackmail she does. Anybody could fall for her. So as Ravi said, okay, fine, enough of your way of, cribbing and crying, and I can't see your face, you look very ugly, trust me, he says. And finally Priya convinces him to, come to the party, come to the birthday party of Veena. So it's in the evening now, and it's a birthday party, and she gets ready from the office itself. So Priya picks up Ravi at his work, and both of them go to the party. Now this party has all the office people, and the Ravi is the only person who's an outsider. Now everybody starts in the if you're coming with a guy, and if you're not married and you're close to him, with a lot of affection you talk, and hug that person, cuddle with that person, people start creating stories. And then she comes inside with Ravi, with holding hands with Ravi, and says, yeah, he's my best friend, Ravi, and takes him inside. And both of them go inside, and Veena knows Ravi, but she introduces to all her other friends and everybody. And while she's introducing to her friends and everything, one of her friend asked to the other friend, who she got with him, who is this handsome looking guy and everything. So they all discuss between them. This is normal gossips, right, which happen when they see a girl and a guy. So that's what happened. But then when Priya calls Ravi, have something to eat, let's eat something, I'm so hungry, I'm not eaten properly for the birth, I thought, I can come and eat here. Ravi says in a very satirical way, I know if there is some food coming and you don't eat the entire day, and you wait for the birthday parties to hog food, and then he takes her to have food. Meanwhile, Veena is being called by one of her friend, and ask her that who she come with, who's Priya come, who is that handsome guy with whom she has come and everything. And Veena says to her, hey, listen, he's her friend, but he's a gay, and so there's nothing, it's just friendship. All the girls look around each other and shocked, they are shocked, such a handsome guy, but he's a gay. And so they all, talk between themselves, and then Priya, a little bit, she understands that, this talk has been going behind her. She feels very upset, and she wants to leave the party and everything. And so she hurries up Ravi, saying that, chalo, we met her, we wished her, we gave her gift and all, let's go. Veena comes to her and says that, no, it's just 10 o'clock, you guys have just come and you want to leave. Somehow Priya is not interested to stay in that party, because she overhears somebody talking about Ravi being a gay, and how they are talking behind him and her, so which she didn't like, and so she wants to leave the party. So Veena forces her to stay, but she insists that she has to leave, and she drives the car. On the way, she looks at Ravi and says, look, Ravi, see, I'm so upset, I can't hide anything from you, but I really came out of the party because I heard somebody talking about you being gay, and I didn't like that. Then Ravi says, so what's wrong in that? Is I'm a gay, so let them talk. Why are you upset on such small things? That shouldn't upset you. No, world is like that, and people talk. We also talk on different people. Why are you so upset? But Priya looks at him in a very serious tone and tells him, see, I can't be like you. I take it to heart. I can't expect somebody talking about you like that and making fun of both of us. And she's so upset and everything. And then Ravi understands her feelings so much because they've been from childhood, they've been neighbors and friends and almost like know each other's feelings. So immediately Ravi says, let's stop the vehicle, get some ice creams. In the night time, when you're driving and you'll see this lots of bundles of ice creams. So he grabs in couple choco chips ice cream, which is Priya's favorite, and gives to her, and she feels happier, and then she pretends to be happy, and then because she also doesn't want to hurt Ravi, so both of them get backed into the car, and this complete silence. Ravi tries to talk something, but again Priya doesn't give her any she doesn't listen to him, and immediately she switched on the FM so that he can shut his mouth. So Ravi understands that she's going through a little bit of stress, and she wants she'll take time to get back normal. She's not like that instant person who take it easy kind of a person. So he keeps quiet the entire drive. They don't talk to each other, and finally they reach home, and she goes into the house, not even looking at him at all, and not even turning at him. She goes inside the house, and she just barges on the bed and literally cries and cries and cries and says to God, she just prays to God everything, and she feels that God listens to her every day, and she says, God, why this to me? I am in love with Ravi, that, and but sad that he's a gay. I can't express my feelings. I really love him, and I can't live without him, and it's not possible for me to live without him, and I'm madly in love with him, but he's a gay. I can't. I pray that someday if I sleep and get up and I realize, I come to know that he's not a gay, how my life would be easy. I don't have to worry. I don't have to take all this nonsense from people. I can just say, yes, he's my boyfriend, and I'm seeing him, and we are living together or whatever, and get married to him. My life would have been so easy. That's what Priya feels. And then she sleeps off, crying and praying to God. So that's the day, and the next day, she goes to office. She's very quiet, and she's just concentrating. She tries to concentrate on work, and she wants to forget what has happened last night. Meanwhile, Veena comes to her and says that, why are you so upset on these things, and that shouldn't make you upset. But Veena looks at her, and she understands her feelings. Priya says that, listen, that, right? I was very upset when somebody talks about Ravi like that, because Ravi is very close to me, and I don't want somebody talking, about him. So I really felt bad. I should have not got him to your party at all. He was not interested to come, but only for me he has come. So when she says these things and all, and Veena notices her and says, Acha, listen, I have to tell you something, and I feel that you are trying to pretend and portray something, but remove these things from your mind. Ravi is just a friend. He can't be your partner. Forget about him. You are not looking out, you are not making friends with other guys, you have not had a relationship, you're not falling in love with anybody, You are just, Ravi is your world. Please come out of it. He can never, never, never be your life partner. You should start seeing people. You're not interested in getting married. Your mom is worried that you're not showing any interest in getting married. Everybody are feeling bad about this thing, and as a friend, I also feel that you should explore people and look at people around you. Many people are trying to come close to you. There is Rahul who is mad of you in the office, but you don't even look at him. You have to look at people. You have to get out of Ravi's life, and you should give space even for Ravi. Ravi also has to go and meet his partner. He has his own life. He's not interested in you as a partner. He can be only a friend. Saying this, listening to this, Priya feels, yes, I should, at least for Ravi, I should, stop being too close to him, and I should start exploring my life and seeing others also. And she understands the situation, and she says to Veena, yes, even I know that Ravi is cannot be my partner. And she asks in a very serious tone, are you sure that Rahul is still interested in me? To Veena. Veena says, yes, I will put you on a date too with him. I'll talk to him. You guys go for a date. And after a while, after Veena leaves from that place, within an hour or so, she gets a message. Priya gets a message from Rahul saying, hey, how are you? And I'd like to talk to you. So immediately Priya replies, hi. Yes, let's catch up. Then immediately he replies saying that, why not at the coffee shop near our office? Then immediately she replies, yes, we'll catch up. So both of them go and meet and talk, and she understands Rahul is very much interested in her, and Rahul tries to be a wonderful gentleman, and Rahul says to her that from past 3 years he's been looking at her, and he's so much in love with her, and not instantly he doesn't propose to her, but indirectly he tells that he likes her, that he uses the words that he likes her, and he loves to have a friendship with her, and not that general friendship, but as a special friend. And Priya is also understands that, but immediately she also didn't want to respond or show her excitement, so she just says, yes, yeah, we will, I'll think about it, you have to give me some more time. And Rahul says, yes, first of all, I'm too excited that you gave me your time and you have come and spent little time with me. That's itself a big thing for me. So Priya gives a wonderful smile back to him, and then she leaves the coffee shop, and while she's driving back to home, she thinks about Rahul, and she thinks that he's a wonderful guy, and she can prolong and make this friendship to the next level. So when she comes back to home, she sees Ravi sitting at her home in the couch talking to his mom. She's shocked. She says, Ravi, why are you sitting here? I mean, it's 9 o'clock and you have to, what is this? Why suddenly, why are you sitting here? No, I tried for you, I called you many times, you didn't pick your call, what happened to you, and all that, blah 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 blah. Ma, aunt is very surprised, and then she looks at her phone call, she sees 30 missed calls, and she's shocked, and she realizes that she has muted her phone, and she didn't realize that Ravi was calling her on, and her mom was calling her. She says that no, I just had some meeting, and then I took time and all. Then she goes back to her room. She doesn't talk much to Ravi. Ravi has thinks that what's wrong with her, and he goes back of her and to her room and says, "What's wrong with you? Why are you not talking much to me? You are going inside. What's wrong?" And then she pushes him out of the room and says that, Ravi, please give me some time. I'm so exhausted with work, and I need some time, and we'll meet up tomorrow. And I think that's better. Then saying that, she sends him off, and Ravi feels very bad, and he goes back to his home, and he's sitting on his table and generally thinking about Priya. Why is she behaving so weird? And he just pins her, saying that, "Hey, come to the terrace. I like to talk to you." So he goes to terrace. He's waiting for Priya to come, and he knows very well that Priya will surely come, and within 10 minutes after he is in the terrace, she comes upstairs to the terrace, and she tells, and he asks her that, "What happened? You have to tell me. You look different. There is something. There is a lot of change in you. You're glowing. You're blushing. There is something happening. You have to share it with me." And then Priya says that she has gone on a date to a coffee shop with Rahul. Ravi is shocked, and generally she shares everything to him, and he's shocked that Priya didn't tell him that she's gone to a date. But then Priya says, "So sorry, before you get angry on me. I really wanted to tell you, but somehow it's happened so quickly that I didn't know what was happening, and then we went out, and I felt Rahul is very nice, and what do you think of Rahul?" she says. And Ravi says, what do I know? I don't know much about him. If you feel he is good, he's good. And I think if you like him, you have to tell him you like him. How would I help you in that? I don't know much. So it's your life, your decisions, and love is something which you have to feel. It's not me. We are friends. I can't tell. I can't, manipulate you, or I can't tell that he's good, he's not good, and all these things. So it's up to you. So Priya is just confused. She doesn't understand why Ravi is upset, and why Ravi is talking like that. But still, she looks at him and says, "Okay, fine. Then I'll decide. I think I like him, and I'll tell him that I like him, and I will hang around. If things work out from a boyfriend to a partner, I think he is good for me, and I'm going to go ahead with this relationship." She tells him, like, in a very, very serious tone to him. And then Ravi says, "Yeah, fine, then that's good for you. I'm so happy for you. Yeah, it's nice to know that you are moving ahead in the relationship, and I'm happy, really happy for you." Saying so, Ravi leaves the terrace and says that, "Listen, I've got an important meeting tomorrow morning, and I have to wake up very early, and I can't miss this meeting. It's a big deal coming up, and I have to go, and I have to take a good sleep because I look fresh. I'm an event manager. People judge me depending on the way I talk and the way I look." Saying so, he puts a fake smile in his face and leaves from Priya. Priya thinks, yes, I think Ravi is also saying yes to my relationship. So she goes to bed thinking that, she has to take Rahul's proposal to the next level. Meanwhile, Ravi sits in his couch, not sleeping, thinking about Priya. He's a little worried. He's not too happy about her relationship with Rahul, because somehow, they've been two close friends, and a third person coming into their friendship, that's what he feels bad, and he never expresses that. And he feels that yes, if she is interested in him, she has to move ahead. So Rahul is a nice guy, he feels, and then at the same time he's very upset. I'll pause this story here, and I'll take to the next half of this story in the next episode. I hope you like this story of two people, platonic friendship, and I'll take to the second half of the story in the next episode. And until then, keep watching my shows, watching my channel, and subscribe my channel, and press the like button, and thank you for listening to my story. This story is called My Best Friend. The second half of this I will narrate in the next episode. Do listen to the story and also give me feedback on the story. Thank you.